and how very anticlimactic. So we finished the bridge, which is great, but we don't have a single forageable over here. Not a single one. Wow, this is why I have trust issues. Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be doing something very exciting, something I've wanted to try for quite a long time now, and that is a Stardew Valley challenge. Now, I've been having so much fun recently playing the hard mode challenge in Animal Crossing that it's made me want to try something really similar in Stardew Valley. So what I did is I wrote out a bunch of ideas that I thought would be fun to try, and yet also make it a little bit more challenging. But then I also pulled in some inspiration from different challenges out there, like the hard mode challenge by Nintentalk and the community, but also some inspiration from the wonderful WickedyChickady's farm to table challenge, which was also a lot of fun because there are a bunch of aspects in those challenges that I really did enjoy and want to bring into my own game in Stardew Valley. So that has become the Tiny Garden Farm Challenge. Now, I love this game so much, but I haven't played it in ages. So you're going to have to bear with me if I don't play perfectly. I will probably mess up and forget a bunch of things, but we're just going to have fun with it, you know? And I don't know about you, but I always found that I was speeding ahead with things, you know, always trying to rush through, trying to complete everything as fast as possible, and kind of always planting the same things over and over again and going nuts with ancient fruit everywhere. And I'm sure you can relate. And it is a lot of fun, don't get me wrong, but eventually it did become boring to me playing that way, and I kind of miss how it felt in the beginning when I was first learning and exploring the game, and when it felt more of a bit of a challenge, you know. But that is about to change. So with this challenge, we are going to be playing on a much smaller farm than we're used to. So we're going to have less space to work with, and we're going to have to be creative and strategic with how we use the land as well. There's also going to be rules and restrictions that we're going to have to follow that are going to force us to kind of slow back down and enjoy different aspects of the game again. You know, craft things that we might not normally have explored or experimented with. And we're also going to have rules that are hopefully going to make it more challenging, but keep it really fun at the same time. And it's going to encourage us to kind of have more variety on our farm and experiment with things, as I said, but so much more too. So enough of my rambling. I'm really excited to jump into this. We're going to hop into the character creation screen in just a moment and get all set up. But before we do, I'm going to quickly show you the rules that we're going to be following, just so that everything makes sense when we do get into the game and get started. So let's take a look at those. I'm going to bring up our character screen first of all, so we're ready for that. Okay. So, first of all, these are the rules that we are going to be following. Now, it looks like a lot, but it's really simple and easy to get used to, I hope. We're going to go over a few of them right now, but I will list them in the description box below. And of course, we'll refer back to them in game as we need to, if we do. For now, we're just going to focus on the ones that we need to get us started. And I promise I won't spend too long on this part, but I do need to go over them before we jump in, just so that things make sense when we do get started. But the first one we're going to look at is the map we're going to use, which is going to be the Tiny Garden Farm map by DaisyNiko. Now, this map, as you can see, is very, very cute. But it's also much smaller than the farm types we're used to, and it's probably about half the size, actually. But I think it's going to be really fun to play on and get creative with as we grow the farm. And as I said, I will link this and everything else that you need to know down below, so do check out the description box. You'll be able to find everything you need right there. But for now, let's jump back over to the rules so we can take a look at those. Okay. So we've seen the map we're going to use, and now I'm going to run over a few of the rules. So the main goal of this challenge is really just to see how well we can do by the end of winter in year 3 on our farm. So we're going to be restricted with the space, the amount of animals, crops, trees and buildings that we can have. And we're going to just see how much money we can make and how much we can achieve in that time on our farm. Now, we are allowed to use mods if you want to. However, there is a catch. You can only use aesthetic mods. Nothing else is allowed. So nothing that changes the game or automates things in any way. We're going to have to do everything ourselves and put the work in. So that means no tractors, no instant buildings, no CJB cheats, no expansions, add-ons, anything like that. And this is going to be really hard for me because I have a ton of mods in my game these days when I do play. And especially love to play with Stardew Valley Expanded and Ridgeside and a bunch of different crops and things added so much into the game. So, I mean, there's amazing creators out there that have added so much to a game that we love. And I'm so thankful to all of them. But in this challenge, we're going to be stripping all of that back and we're going to be playing purely vanilla, with the exception of aesthetic mods. So that means you can use anything like map recolors, Flower Valley, you know, icon changes, animal replacements, anything like that that changes the look of things in game, but nothing that adds to the game or changes it in any way. But there is going to be one exception to that rule. And this is purely to make things more efficient so we can spend more time playing the game and less time having to keep tabbing out to Google or the wiki to look things up. And that is the Look Up Anything mod. Again, I'm going to link this down below, so don't worry about that. If you're not familiar with it, I will be showing you how this works in game, but it's very, very simple. But one of the rules we're going to be following is having to craft and process everything that we catch, that we grow, that we forage, or that we receive from our animals, everything like that before it can be sold. So we'll be able to sell anything in spring of year 1 only without restrictions. But from day 1 of summer and every day going forward, we will have to turn everything we sell into something else first. So there are a few items in game that can't be used in recipes or that are just used for the sewing machine. And these can be sold as normal if you want to. But everything else will need to be processed or crafted into something before we can profit from it. So for example, our crops, fish, stuff like that will have to be turned into meals or preserves or wine or, you know, anything like that. You get the idea. And where this mod will come in handy is because we won't have to keep checking every item online to see if it can be used in a recipe or if we can sell it straight away. I mean, you might know this game like the back of your hand, but even after years of playing this, I still don't know what everything is used for or what I can create in the game. I've never really explored it much, so this will definitely come in handy. So what we can do and how this works is you simply just hover over something in game, press F1, and it will tell us right there. So we won't have to keep tabbing out and looking things up and wasting time doing things like that. We can just see right away in game. So that will be super useful, I hope, but it doesn't change the gameplay in any way, and that is why we'll be using it. Now, a quick note on this, if you are interested in knowing the mods that I will be using myself, aesthetic ones, I will be putting a list of them in the description box below, so you can have a look at those if you'd like to know. But the rest of the rules are pretty self-explanatory, so I won't spend much more time rambling on about them, but I will just cover a few key ones that we need to know, and what we'll do is we'll go over the rest in game as and when we need to. So, as I mentioned, I'm really looking forward to this, I tell you. I don't know, I'm a sucker for punishment. I love the challenge. I love the, you know, the hard restrictions and things like that. But I just think it's going to be really fun, I do. But as I mentioned, the main restrictions are with the amount of crops, buildings and animals that we can have on our little farm. So we can only have one type of each building that we choose to have, which is things like sheds, coops, barns and so on. Obviously, we don't have much space to work with, so we are going to have to be careful with what we place and where. But we are going to be limited to just one of each type, okay? So after that, we can only have a maximum of 3 of each type of animal. So no more than 3 sheep, 3 cows, 3 pigs, and so on. And this is just to stop us, you know, going absolutely ham with pigs and truffles. Because I've done that so many times. And just to give us a bit more variety in the game. Now, obviously, you do get animals born in game sometimes. And if that does happen and you have the room for it, what you'd have to do is either sell the animal that was born or one of the adults, but you have to keep to no more than 3 of each at any time. Okay. When it comes to crops, I do want to avoid, you know, spam farming the same crop over and over again. I used to always do lots of blueberries in the summer and lots of cranberries in the winter and ancient fruit throughout the year. So we're going to be cutting all of that away. And what we're going to be doing is limiting the amount that we can have of any single crop to just 24. And that's the area covered by an iridium sprinkler later in game. So we can have as many crops as we want and as many as we can fit on our farm, but no more than 24 of the same type, okay? And we can only have 3 of each type of fruit tree. Obviously, all of this is in the rules that I will be linking down below and that you can see on screen right now, but this is just to cover the basics. And the final thing that we're going to be restricting is ancient fruit and star fruit. Now, obviously, they are worth a lot in game and you can make some great things with them, but I don't want it to be the focus. So we're only going to be allowed 3 ancient fruit plants and 3 star fruit plants if we choose to have them, which means we can use the ancient fruit for the bundle that we're going to need to later, and we can use them of course to craft a few things, but we won't be able to only focus on them, which is great. I think this will be hard for me because I'm so used to relying on them to make money fast, I tell you. But I do think this is going to be really challenging, especially with such limited space, but I also think it's going to be really fun. But that is enough of my rambling for now. We can worry about the rest of the rules when we're playing, but as for now, it's time to jump in, create our character and get started. I'm really excited to hear what you think of this, if you've done anything like this before, and obviously if you choose to give this a try yourself, do let me know. I would love to know, okay? But what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of these right now and we are going to hop on in. So let's create our character. Okay, so I'm going to be very boring here and just call my farm the Stardew farm, okay? And our favourite thing is challenges. Why not? Now, what animal do we want? Now, one of the aesthetic mods I am using is Elle's animal replacements. So you will notice that I have different looking cats and dogs and sheep and pigs and so on. I will link that down below if you're interested, but that is why you will see the icons slightly different here. I think we go for a little cat. I've got 2 cats in real life, so we'll go for a cat, I think. Now, let's find a hair that we like. I think we'll go for that one. Yeah. Okay. Now, I know the shirt I'm looking for because I love the purple one, so we're going to go with that. And we're just going to match our trousers to it as well. I think that looks about right, doesn't it? Yeah, okay. Eye colour, we want green eyes. Think about there, looks about right, not too bright. Yeah, that's pretty good, I think. And we're going to go purple hair for fun, something different. Let's bring it all the way. Actually, let's bring that down a bit so it's a little bit lighter. How's that? I think that's a bit good. Yeah, I like that. That's cute. Just want to get these eyes looking a bit more green. Look a bit dark to me. Yeah, that's about right. Yeah. Yeah, that looks good. We're going to skip the intro. You've probably seen it a bunch of times, but if for any reason you haven't, I don't want to spoil it for you, so I'll skip that part. But one of the rules we do need to follow is remix our bundles. So we're going to do that, and it's entirely up to you if you do want to spawn monsters on your farm and so on, but we have to leave the profit margin at normal. I didn't actually pop that in the rules, but you know, that's kind of a given. We don't want to give ourselves any unfair advantages. Now, the farm that we're using does replace the forest farm in game, so that's the one we need to select. And with that, let's jump on in. I can't wait for this. I haven't played this game in so long, and I've really wanted to play it for a while now, but I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. I was struggling with which map to choose, and you know, I just kind of wanted to make it more challenging, and I've been absolutely obsessed with hard mode with Animal Crossing. I thought, you know, I want to do something similar in Stardew and make it, you know, interesting again and fun again and explore things I don't normally do. You know, I normally make the same things and have the same animals and crops, and I want to experiment with slowing it all down and having a good variety on the farm, but not being able to go crazy with the same things, you know. So hopefully it'll be good fun. I'm really looking forward to it. So I hope you enjoy this too. Do let me know what you think down below, and I'm sure you might have done something like this before. So if you have, let me know how you found it and what you found the hardest to deal with. Okay, so a few things to do first. Let's grab our parsnips and let's move this random cushion out the way. Just pop it behind the bed. So let's zoom on out a little bit so we can get a good view of our farm when we go outside. So here we are. I'm going to zoom out just to show you what the farm looks like once more with all the debris. But this is what we're working with. So we don't have a lot. We're going to have to be really careful with the space that we've got. But I think it's going to be really fun. Okay, let me just get my tools in order. That should be fine. And let's just check on our settings. I think everything should be okay here. Yeah, the UI I think is okay. We'll leave that as it is. Everything else is fine. Yeah, okay. So let's start clearing a space on our farm. We'll do that first, get our parsnips planted, and then we'll head on into town and do the usual, like meet the townsfolk and grab some seeds. Now I want to be careful not to chop away too much of this grass because we are going to need it for our silo, and obviously we don't have a ton of space where it can grow. So I will clear this area, but I'm going to try and avoid moving any others. Now, I'll just cover a couple of the aesthetic mods that I am using, just in case you don't recognise them or you're interested to know. I'm sorry for that. But the main ones I'm using is medieval buildings, which you'll see here at the farmhouse and around town. I've got the rustic farm interiors as well to go with them, so that the inside of the NPC homes and shops and things kind of match the look, so you don't go from this really nice earthy colour to high saturation. I mean, I absolutely love the look of this game as it was made, I really do. But once I discovered the recolours, I just found that I enjoyed them a little bit more, so I've been using them now in my game. And that is what I'm using. I'm using DaisyNiko's earthy recolor. So there is a bunch of really good ones out there, but it's the one that I found I like the most. So that's the one I'm going to be using. And to match those, I've got things like darker fences and darker craftables, just so they're not, again, overly saturated and stand out like a sore thumb against the earthy recolor. Right, so we don't want to do too much more of this at the moment, but we do need to start getting some wood for a chest. So let's do that real quick, and that way we can clear a path from our farm as well. I want to make it easy for us to get back, although we won't have far to run at least because it's not very big. So that is going to be helpful. But let's try and at least clear a little bit of this area, because this is where we're going to be planting first of all, I think. Yeah, if I can, you know, stay facing the tree. It doesn't want to... There we go. I remember the basics, but it has been probably, I want to say, a year or more since I've really played this game. I mean, I've jumped in now and again to check on my original farm, and, you know, I played a little with Ginger Island, but again, that's something I've still not explored much either. But I will say we're not going to be focusing on Ginger Island in this challenge, so for that reason, I've put that we can't actually travel there until after year 3. Because that will obviously give us another farm to use and a lot more things that we can do there. And I want to see how well we do with the original farm before we add in anything like Ginger Island. So yeah. But we will, obviously, if we do continue with this after year 3, then we will definitely be exploring Ginger Island and doing all that stuff as well. And we can choose to take some of the rules into it as well if we want to. Or we can choose to just leave the rules behind at that point and play as we would normally. I'll leave that up to you to let me know what you prefer to do with that. Right, but for now, I think we've pretty much got a good space to work with. We've got enough wood for a chest, so let's do that first. Yeah, that will do, because we're going to need to empty this inventory. Let's pop that down. Okay, so let's put all of this in there for now. Keep those out, because we're going to need to plant them. Actually, what I'll do is, just to make sure we've got room, I'll leave them in the chest for now. We'll quickly set out a plot that we can plant, and then we'll go grab our seeds before the shop closes later. Otherwise, I more than likely will forget to do that. I remember when I was playtesting this, I was originally going to do it so that we couldn't sell anything right from the beginning until it was crafted. But I quickly found that got boring very quickly, because you can only make seed packets and I think the field snacks for at least the first week or so. So I was running out of things to do really quickly. And I was trying to skip ahead, and that's exactly what I didn't want to do. So what I did is I implemented a similar rule to what Wickedy did with her farm to table challenge, whereas, you know, spring year 1 is kind of okay to do whatever you need to do. But then the challenge starts really from summer, when you then have to craft. Oh, I just realised I'm about to burn out completely. So let's leave this for a moment and let's run on into town. We'll grab some seeds and I'll see... Oh, I'll see if I can get something to eat from Gus, or if we can find a forageable. So we can sell things like the forageables and that in spring, but once we hit summer, we'll have to turn them into seed packets and something like that before we sell them. Nothing can go in the bin as is. Oh, Harvey's going to be the first person we meet in town. Hi, Harvey. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Harvey, the local doctor. That's brilliant. So we've met Harvey. I love these trees. I think this come with Flower Valley. That's one of the mods that I'm using. Let's say hi to Evelyn. And I also have seasonal villager outfits, which I really like because it changes their looks every season and it just feels a bit more, I don't know, a bit more immersive, a bit more realistic. They've done a really good job with those. Oh, let's say hi to Caroline. And another thing we're going to be doing is we have to give one of the townies a gift every day, at least one person, and we have to make sure that we do that on their birthday too. And there's Leah. She looks really pretty. Let's meet Pierre. I'm the owner of the local general store. If you're looking for seeds, my shop is the place to go. I'll also buy produce from you for a good price. Okay, Pierre, what have you got for me today? Now, we still do have to stick to the 24 rule, so we're not going to go over that, but we're broke right now. So it's really not going to be an issue. Okay, I'm going to get 2 beans. We're going to need those, and 2 cauliflower, and 2 potatoes to start us off with. And then I'm going to save the 120 to go and grab hopefully some bread from Gus so we can get some more energy. Otherwise we won't have enough to plant them and water them. But I'm getting 2 of each because I always end up with the crows eating at least one of them. And then I have to replant them all over again. So the first birthday we have coming up will be Pierre's. So we'll make sure to save something to gift him with on that day. Let's see if we can find anything in the trash. Or literal trash, okay. I think Gus is open. Yeah? Okay, let's run in and meet him and then we can grab some food. Hi, Gus. What have you got for me? Yeah, perfect. I'll take a loaf of bread and I'm going to munch on that. That will give me some energy at least. Yep. Okay, so we'll see who else we can meet and then we should just have enough energy to get things planted and give us a good start to the day. Let's see if we can meet Elliot down by the beach. Is he out yet? No. Okay. Well, we've got something we can grab here at least. Oh, there he is. That was good timing. Hello, Elliot. The new farmer we've all been expecting and whose arrival has sparked many a conversation. I'd love to have a little cabin on the beach. I think he's got one of the best locations in town, to be honest. Okay, let's see who else we can meet. I think we might be able to just catch Clint before he closes. We have to meet, I think, is it 28 people on the first day, if possible? Well, you don't have to do it on the first day, but I like to try and meet as many of them as I can. Yeah, we got him just in time. Hi, I'm Clint. Now, we won't be able to give him much business when it comes to buying resources. We're going to have to earn everything. So that means no buying coal or stone or ore. If you run out, you have to go to the mines for it or use your machines for them. So that'll be fun. I really like this picture of Abigail. She looks really pretty there. Okay, we'll come back down into town after. Actually, no, I'm going to go down to the forest real quick and see. Oh, there's Emily. Let's catch Emily. Doesn't she look good as well? I mean, these portraits are so pretty. I really love them. So let's meet Maru as well. I think that's how you say it. Is it Maru? Maru? I don't know. That's how I generally say it. I apologise if it's wrong. But I'm going to just see if we can get lucky with any forageables before we head back to meet a few more people. We should have plenty of time to do that, hopefully. But I will keep this part, you know, not too long. I know I did have to spend a lot of time in the beginning kind of just going over things. Oh, Hayley. Her little hat. Oh, that's so cute. But I did want to, you know, just run over a few things so it kind of makes sense what the plans are with this challenge and how it's going to work kind of thing. So I hope you don't mind me doing that. But obviously we won't have to do that in any other part going forward. We can just focus on playing and having fun with it. But let's see if we get lucky. We can get some more seeds maybe. We'll check for some spring onions if they are here today. I didn't check our luck actually. That's probably what I should have done. But it is our first day. It's not the end of the world. We'll kind of find out as we go through. But we might pick up some seeds, give us a good start. Try and clear as much as I can. But I didn't bring my axe or anything. So we're only going to be able to clear the weeds now. Now, another rule that we're going to have to follow is that we cannot make use of space outside of the farm per machine. So we won't be able to fill the quarry with a bunch of crystallariums or kegs and stuff like that. We can only have things on our farm itself. So yeah, that's going to be interesting because, as I said, and as you saw, we really don't have much space to work with. I mean, I didn't want to do it to the point where we didn't have any space to work with. I saw a very, very cool tiny map mod, which is insanely tiny. And that could be really fun to, you know, try later on. I did watch a bunch of challenges like from that farm. But I wanted, you know, a reasonable amount of space to work with and enjoy, but also that was less than what we used to. So we did have to, you know, restrict things and not go absolutely crazy. I just thought it would be more fun that way. And I really love the look of that map. I think it's very, very cute. But DaisyNiko, I mean, she's a very, very talented creator anyway. I use a bunch of her mods. Ah, we've got plenty of spring onions. Look at all these. Oh my God. We are going to have plenty of food today, which is great. Now, it is getting late, so we're going to want to run up to town and see if we can meet a few more people maybe before we head on back to the farm. 7:30. I think, if I remember rightly, it has been a while, but that's about the time that, is it Sebastian and Robin and Demetrius, that they'll all be outside. So we'll take the shortcut up to the mountain and see if we can catch them. Now we'll have to clear this pathway a little bit better later on. I'm going to drop some of these off real quick, just in case we come across any more forageables, and we'll grab them when we come back. Hopefully, oh, there ain't us. I need to get my axe. Hopefully, I won't do what I did on my playthrough when I was first testing this. I played for the first few days, and I realised on the second day that I got so wrapped up with everything else, where it's been so long since I played, I forgot to plant any crops. I had them all sitting in my chest, and I woke up the next day ready to get them watered. And I was like, oh my God, I literally forgot the most basic skill in Stardew Valley. And I had, yeah, I just, oh, what a noob. Honestly, I'm such a noob sometimes. Hi, Linus. Oh, he looks like Santa Claus. He really does, especially in this portrait. And if you like this is Yellog's Garden Variety UI, I believe. It will be in the list down below. But yeah, I really like the look of this. I think it goes well with the earthy recolour map. So yeah, I definitely enjoy the visual look of that one. Right, are we going to be able to catch Sebastian? Is it Sebastian, or am I getting that? Am I remembering that wrong? Oh, it is. Okay, good. Out of all the places you could live, you chose Pelican Town. It's a beautiful town, though. I wouldn't mind living here. Okay, it looks like Robin and Demetrius have already gone back inside, so we'll head back to the farm for now and get our stuff planted before it's too late. So let me just check. How did we do today with the people? We met 60. We met just over half, so that's good. Again, we're not trying to rush ahead or min-max it or in any way. We're going to have fun with it and take our time. So it will be good fun, I hope. I'm really looking forward to doing this. Let's just make sure I get everything planted this time. Right, so I won't worry about clearing anything else right now, so we'll save all that till tomorrow. But we need our seeds and our watering can. So let me grab that. So we've got 15 parsnips, we've got our beans, potatoes, cauliflower, and some wild seeds. So how many have we got here? 15, 26. I don't know how much space I've made, but we'll have a look. 1, 2. let's pop our potatoes down there and our cauliflower there, and then I'll just drop our mixed seeds down first. We might not have to do too much more, to be honest. Oh, we did. We had just enough. That's fantastic. Okay. Let's quickly water those. Oh, I love this game. It's been so long that since I've really played through this, and I really wanted to go back onto my farm, but it's not working. So, because I wanted to do an updated farm tour. The first one I recorded, as much as people loved it, the audio quality was absolutely awful back in the day. So I would love to do that again, but at the moment something's wrong with the file and I'm not able to load into it without it crashing, so I've got to figure that out first. Okay, that's everything we need to do. I don't really want to waste the onions to chop things down right now because we only have we don't have much time, so let's just go straight to bed and get ready for our next day. Obviously we didn't sell anything, but we did level up foraging. Brilliant. So trees can sometimes drop seeds now, and we've got our first crafting recipes, which is the field snack and the wild seeds. So that's great. Can actually make good money with those, to be honest with you. So I'll probably will try to do that as much as possible. Okay, so the weather forecast for tomorrow is going to be rain, of course. Always is on our third day. And our luck for the day, we've got good humour. I think you'll have a little extra luck. Fantastic. That's brilliant. Right, so we've got our mail. Willie's going to give us our rod today, which is great. So let me grab our watering can. Oh, I've missed the music in this game. It is the best. Now, I won't worry about speeding through anything like this at the moment because we really don't have much to do. It won't take a minute. But later on, when we obviously have a lot more, I can always speed it up for you so that you don't have to sit through watching me work my little butt off on the farm with watering. But eventually we'll have sprinklers, so we are allowed to use sprinklers. I wasn't originally going to include them. I was going to make us have to water everything, but I thought that would get tedious real fast and take the fun out of it rather than making it more fun. Because the thing is, even though we don't have a ton of space to work with, it's still going to be really time consuming having to water everything every single day that we don't have rain. And I don't know about you, but I don't often get rain in my game. I don't know, there's something deeply lodged into my game that says do not give this girl rain. So it's very, very rare that I do, and I don't want to have to spend my entire day watering crops every single time. So no restrictions on sprinklers. You can use them to your heart's content, of course. Now, let's see. What do we need to take with us? We need to really try and get as much wood as possible to unlock the beach. I would like to do that as quickly as we can. So we'll keep the wood on us right now and the axe. Let me just... Yeah, okay, that's better. Yeah, so what we'll do is we'll try and get some more wood. Let's clear some more of these trees and little logs just to get some wood. We probably won't get the 300 today without running out of energy, but that's okay. We can try, and we do have the spring onions to help us out. They won't give us much energy, but they will give us a little bit. And hopefully we can gather some seeds and start making some field snacks that we can either use or sell to start making some money. And I mustn't forget to check for those spring onions again. But I really want to clear a path here so that, you know, we have easy access to our farm from all sides. And we're not going to run into stumps and that in the dark and have to figure out how to get around them. Because until I put some lighting down, it's really hard to see where you're going at night. It gets very, very dark. But I think you can make little torches, can't you, pretty early on. Let me just check that. Yeah, you can. Oh, we can make them already, actually. So we can always do that and light the farm up a little bit if we need to. Right, let's just... I think we'll clear a few more here. I'll grab that. I do see that. I'm going to get it in a moment. But I just want to get these trees out the way while it's early. See how much wood we can get towards our goal. I think we need 300 to fix the bridge at the beach so that we can access that area for forageables. And the sooner we can do that, the better, because you can get some good money from those. And we'll only be able to sell certain ones this season, so the more we can get out of that, the better. After that, I think it's only sea urchins from that area that you... Oh, crap. Oh no, I wasn't paying attention. Let me go and grab some of my onions. Hopefully we level something up and I don't give myself a penalty for tomorrow. So we'll certainly try for that. Right, let's put that away and grab our onions. We'll just eat the silver ones first. This is my problem. I get all excited and I ramble on, and then I end up not paying attention to my energy. And yeah, before you know it, I'm walking around completely sluggish and have penalised myself. But we need about 150 more wood. I don't know if it's possible to do that today. Maybe if I eat a hell of a lot of onions, I might be okay. So we'll try. We'll try. We do have a few more people, hopefully, to meet as well. And we do need to go to the beach and get our rod. Oh my god, so many things. I hope I don't forget anything. It would not surprise me if I did. But maybe what I'll do is run to the beach and get our rod, just so that I don't forget to do that. And then we'll clear the rest of the farm. But we'll take a little detour on the way back and check for forageables, I think. Okay, that'll do for now. Let's get going. Let's run to the beach. Oh, I didn't get... Oh, let's have a look. Let's just get this one over here. I'll get the one on the farm when we go back. Stone. Okay. Not the best, but better than nothing. Okay, let's jump straight down to Willy and get our rod. If we have some time later, then I'll try and get at least the first fishing skill, because that will save our penalty. Oh, hi, Emily. Oh, we do need to give a villager a gift today, actually, as well. I don't know if I should call them villagers or townies, but I'm so used to calling them villagers because of Animal Crossing. Oh, Jazz. We need to meet Jazz, so let's quickly run over here. Wait up, wait up. She looks super cute in her outfit too. Okay, 151. Oh, actually, yeah, I'll show you that mod in a moment as well. Just in case you haven't used it before. So I will let us get our rod from Willy, and then I'll kind of show you how that works. Very easy anyway. I like his hat as well. Ahoy there, miss. I heard there was a newcomer in town. Good to finally meet you. You too, Willy? I'm still trying to unwind from a month out on the salty seas. It was a big haul. I sold a lot of good fish. Okay, so here I want you to have my old fishing rod. It's important to me that the art of fishing stays alive. And maybe you'll buy some from the shop once in a while. Well, that is one thing we can't do. We cannot buy any bait from him. Anything that we can create ourselves. So obviously we can make bait from the worm bins. So we are not going to be allowed to buy that. Anything that's resources that we have to collect ourselves, then we have to get them. But thank you, Willy, for the fishing rod. That will be fantastic. We'll definitely be using that later. I really like this purple hair. It actually goes with the top. And I love the look of this building with the medievals. The medieval add-on. I believe it's the medieval add-on that does that. It's not Flower Valley, I don't think. I can't remember. I did have another mod in the game, which technically is aesthetic only. It was visible fish, and I love the way that looks in game, so you can see the fish in the water. But the problem I realised is that technically it could be game changing, or you know, a little bit cheaty, because you can see what fish spawn in what area of water. So I decided to take that out, just so it sticks to the rules that I've come up with. Oh, I feel really bummed up today. I do apologise if I'm a little bit sniffly. I cannot get over this. I don't know if it's a cold or if it's just still the lingering effects of COVID, but I cannot seem to get over it. Oh, we've got a daffodil. We could use that for our gift, actually. Is Hayley about? Ah, she is. Perfect. I believe she loves these. For me? Thank you. Brilliant. So that's our daily gift done. I'm not going to worry about anybody else because, you know, we're very poor. We don't really have much. And I don't want to give away my onions. But I want to at least gift one villager per day. And we cannot marry anybody until we reach at least 5 hearts with everyone. Everyone that we can, of course. So, yeah. Oh, broken glasses. Okay, I thought it was something else for a second. So that way we're not rushing ahead into marrying someone. We are going to have to work on the relationships and get to know the townies and things like that. So yeah, hopefully that'll be a good addition. Oh, she looks really cute. I love this outfit. All the outfits look so good. Hello, neighbour. We both live outside of the town. Does that mean something? Yeah, it means we're both recluses and we like our own company. We prefer to be along nature rather than people, I guess. Oh, we do have some more onions. Wow, this is great. So we might be able to get a bit more done on the farm today than I thought we would, to be honest. Is there any more down here? No? Okay. Well, we've done really well with those. I'm happy. So, ideally, I would love to get the 300 wood if we can. That would be brilliant. If I could get that finished today, we could actually, rather than go to the farm, we could actually do that out here. But I do need to empty this inventory out because it's going to fill up again very quickly. And we don't have the money to expand it just yet. Now, another thing to mention is we do need to try and make as much money as we possibly can in this first season because we need to have our first house upgrade by the day 1 of summer. We're going to need a kitchen in order to turn our crops and things into meals. So otherwise we're going to be stuck hoarding a bunch of stuff until we can afford it. So I really want to make sure we get that done as soon as possible. Okay, so let's pop all this away. We can keep all this for now. Don't need that just yet. The axe I'll keep out, and let's just keep our pickaxe as well. Because I think, yeah, we might want to clear some stone, to be honest with you. So let's do that. Try and tidy our farm up a little bit, give us some room. Right. Let's start over here and just clear these trees. I think we might be able to get the 150 wood, you know. I think we might just have enough to do it. I really hope so. I really like this farm. I think it's super cute. It's so dinky. It's so teeny, but it's like not to the point where you feel like you can't do anything. It's going to be really cute. Let's clear all this out the way. We don't want it destroying our crops. Let's get some of these out the way as well while we're in this area. Okay. Now, we've got 2 entrances up here. I believe one is to the secret area for Grandpa's shrine, and the other is for our cave, so we'll check that out in a second. Can't remember which one's which, to be honest. And just clear these out the way. And I can see a branch. Yeah. Let's have a quick look. So I believe this might be the cave. Yeah. One of the mods I'm really going to miss using is the farm cave mod, which adds the hot springs in the farm. Oh, I love that mod, and it's been so useful. So I'm going to really miss not having that. And I always use the Oasis greenhouse mod these days, which is an expansion to the greenhouse. It's not a ridiculously, you know, huge expansion. It's quite small, but I just love the layout of it and what it adds to it. Hey, where'd that acorn go? Okay, that's weird. So it's oh, it's because our inventory's full. Okay, I wasn't paying attention. Let me quickly empty that out a little bit. Let's just get rid of some of this. Okay, can I get it now? Yeah. And then this one should be for Grandpa's shrine, I believe. Yeah, so we've got a really cute area just off to the side of our farm here. Wait for my return on the dawn of your 3rd year. Thank you, Grandpa. And this is why I wanted to make the challenge last until the end of year 3, because we can also see, you know, like how well we do with the rating from Grandpa, and hopefully achieve quite a bit more in that time. I didn't want to restrict it to just the 1st year only. I wanted to give us time, you know, to enjoy the 2nd year and see, you know, how we progress and things as time goes on. But I also didn't want to make it super long, unless obviously you enjoy it and you want to continue playing, of course. Oh, our first geode. The local blacksmith can break it open for you. We will definitely have to stop by Clint's soon and do that. Let's pop some of this away. Keep our inventory clear. I will pop... Well, we could probably get the seeds down, actually. We need one more space. But we'll wait until we finish getting the wood, because I really want to focus on that first. And I think what we'll do is we'll end this first part here at the end of this day, so it doesn't run on too long. But then at least you've seen, you know, the setup of everything, and you can let me know what you think. I really hope you enjoy this, and that you maybe want to try it yourself if you haven't done something like this already. I think it'd be really fun, and I'd love to see, you know, what you choose to focus on your farm. And obviously seeing everybody's layouts. If you want to tag me on Twitter, I'd love to see that too. So I'd love to see, you know, what your farms end up looking like, actually, is what I meant to say. Right. Oh, we're going to need to eat some food before I pass out. So let's do that. We're doing good though. We've got 226, so we don't actually need that much more. Let's continue to eat a bunch. We might get lucky and be able to get the remainder today. That would be fantastic. I'd feel really satisfied that we've been productive. I remembered to plant the crops, check, and hopefully we can unlock the beach on the second day, and that will be a bonus because that means we'll be able to grab some forageables from there as well. I think that might be enough for now. Let's see. Let's try and get rid of a few more trees here. I do love the look of these trees. They're not too far away from the original look of them, but just a little bit more subdued, and I really do love them. It looks really nice. Come on, let's get the 300 wood before our day runs out, and then we can go and unlock that beach. Perfect. 262. Yeah, we're totally going to do this. Thanks to all those spring onions. Okay, how much we got now? Ooh, 279. Come on, we can do it. I need some more onions, I think. 296, 7, 8, 9. Come on, is there a loose one about? Say me having two. Oh, I think there is. 100. Yes. Right, let's just eat one of these. Just enough to give me enough energy so I don't forget to do something. Okay, let's empty all this out. The seeds, should we plant? We do need to plant them, really. It's money, isn't it? Okay, so let's chop these away. Or chuck them away, should I say. Let me grab a few more onions real quick. We do have plenty of time. We're okay. I just need to make sure I've got enough to water everything. We've got 5. Okay, so we've got 2 here. 3, 4, 5. Let's just water them. Oh, apparently I can't math. Oh, no, I can. I thought I'd totally miscounted that. I was like, did I really miscount only 5 spots? Right, let's put our onions away. We don't really need them. Let's move the wood over. And let's run to the beach and unlock that bridge. I'm so glad we managed to do that. When I was doing a test playthrough, but it took me about 4 days to do that because I kept forgetting to go and get the wood. As I said, I'm terrible for that. I forget things all the time in games when I haven't played them for so long. Oh, there was a quest here. I need a heron to rub on my sore knee. Please bring one ASAP. Emily. Are you okay? Rubbing fish on your knees is not something that I've... Oh, hang on, actually. Let me just check how long... Does it say how long? Let's try and accept it, because we could... Maybe we can get it tomorrow. Let me check. When does the time run out on that? Oh, 2 days. Yeah, we could totally do that for her tomorrow. We'll take her a fish to rub on her knee. I don't even know where she got that idea from. But I know that George likes to rub hot peppers on his knee, so, you know, who are we to judge? These old wives' tales, they generally can work, you know, sometimes. Okay, we've just got enough time to do this, so that's good. Let's fix our bridge. Yes, please. Hey! And how very anticlimactic. So we finished the bridge, which is great, but we don't have a single forageable over here. Not a single one. Wow, this is why I have trust issues. Oh well, hopefully tomorrow we might get lucky. or maybe even the day after because of the rain. Hopefully we'll bring in some more, but at least it's open. At least it's open. It's still a win. I'm just really surprised. I've never had it where you've gone over there and there's not been, you know, a single forage ball, a single teeny piece of coral or something. Hi, Shane. What do you want? Go away. You are always a ray of sunshine, aren't you? Okay, let's run back to our farm. It is almost midnight, so we should probably get our little butts into bed. Tomorrow we won't have to water our farm, which is great. I mean, we don't really have that much to water at the moment, but at least it will be raining, so that will save us a little bit of time. Yeah, I know it's getting late. Okay, everything's good. Let me just check. Can't make scarecrows yet. I think we need level 1 farming, so can't do that, I don't think, until we will be able to harvest our parsnips. Maybe in 2 days, I think. So maybe crows will start stealing our crops, but fingers crossed they don't. Let's get into bed. Let's sleep. Right. So that is our first 2 days on the farm. I really hope you enjoyed this. Do let me know what you think down below. Are you enjoying this so far? Have you done anything like this before yourself? And have you got any tips or suggestions on what we can do? I would absolutely love to hear your thoughts. So do let me know down below. And I just want to take this moment as well to thank you all so much for every lovely comment, every subscriber, every like. You have no idea how much I appreciate it. You know, the support has been incredible and it means the world to me. So thank you. I truly appreciate it. But I'll leave it there and I will see you in the next part. Bye.